my. We got some tempers flaring over there. I see. I believe that was Coach Mullen, and now this is starting to get a little bit out of hand. Yeah, Florida needs to get out of here. They got a big game next week against Georgia, and I think that's what Dan Mullen was trying to do, is prevent any one of his players from doing something stupid. This is getting ugly. This punch is being thrown. That's getting beyond ugly. That's another one thrown. Zachary Carter in there for Florida. This is getting bad. I mean, there's going to be some severe ejections. This is absolutely the last thing.
Well, there you have it, people. I'm sure you've already seen the fight. It's all over social media. What are your thoughts on what went down Saturday night? Me personally, I'm just sick and tired of all these so-called Gator fans getting on Dan Mullen's ass about this, saying he was way out of line. He started the fight. None of that's true. If you were in his shoes, you would have done the same thing. A late hit on Kyle Trask, it should have been called, which, by the way, there was 5 bad calls in that game that didn't favor us. There was also one that I noted that did go our way. There was also a bad call. The officiating just sucked in this ball game. There's no excuse for that. The officials need to be on top of this shit. But if there was a flag thrown, none of this even happens. Mullen doesn't have to go out to the 50-yard line to scream at the referees. And by the way, all these fans that are clowning Mullen for this, you can't just whisper on the fucking sideline and expect the umpires to hear you. That's not how it works. It's a loud environment. You have to take all these things into consideration. So Dan Mullen was right to go bring this to the attention of the referees. Shit escalated. That's not Dan Mullen's fault. He doesn't control all 52 scholarship players or however many it is. That's just unreasonable to expect that out of a coach. I'm standing behind Dan Mullen. I like him. I think he's the right fit at Florida. All these fans are saying, oh, he's embarrassed us again on national TV for the 3rd time this year. The COVID thing, yeah, that was somewhat embarrassing, but that's just how Dan Mullen is. He talks from his heart, and I can't blame him for that. Neither should you. The whole talking shit about Dan Mullen saying not agreeing with the vote rule that you can't practice on voting day. That's stupid too. I can't get off work to go vote. Why should it be different with college football? It just doesn't make any sense. Players can go vote and still show up to practice on the same day. That's just ridiculous for people to bring that to our attention. I honestly don't think you must be a Gator fan if you're talking this low of Dan Mullen. It just doesn't make any sense. A lot of these Gator fans are like that. I'm so sick and tired of it. Who else do you want to bring in as coach? There's nobody else out there better than Dan Mullen at what he does that is available. You can go poach Urban Meyer, sure. It's just unrealistic. Dan Mullen's the right guy. We're going in the right direction. I stand by him. Even if we lose next Saturday, I stand by Dan Mullen as a coach. Like I said, we're going in the right direction. You can see it with the recruits we're starting to get. I think they're going to start piling in from the 2022 class with the current commit we just got. Most recent was Sam McCall. You got a 5-star kid out of Jacksonville who's favored to sign with UF. When's the last time this program has received this amount of buzz? Come on, guys. Let's shorten the leash, or lessen up on the leash a little bit for Dan Mullen. Give him a break. He's under a lot of stress. COVID thing wiped out his team for 2 weeks. I thought we played absolutely well for that game. Hats off to Todd Grantham as well. Everybody wants to fire Todd Grantham after 3 weeks. Y'all Gator fans just need to chill out. Half of you that are saying all this must not be Gator fans. You're not real. Probably just some trolls, but I just thought I'd make this video and tell everybody to chill out a little bit. It's early. We're doing our thing. I was very pleased with how our defense played Saturday. I can't stress that enough. And that's another thing with y'all Gator fans. For the first 3 weeks of the year, everybody's talking shit about the defense. And now the defense turns it around, and nobody's talking about the defense Saturday against Missouri. Where are y'all at now, trolls? I don't understand. I mean, let's be real. Give credit where credit's due. I understand that, yes, we have to hope that continues against Georgia. We'll come to that when it happens. But for the most part, I like where our team's headed. That's the most complete game we've played all year long. Anyways, I just wanted to give a little rant in there. Let me know what y'all think about all this Mullen talk. Let me know if you think he was right for doing what he did, which really wasn't anything. He went out there, he was angry, so what? But he didn't throw no punches. I mean, that about sums it up. I honestly was excited. You weren't excited watching the game. I wanted to punch my TV. I was ecstatic. But it all sinks in, and then you realize how dumb it was for the players to do something like that the week before Georgia. It's just how our luck goes. We're expecting there to maybe be some penalties coming. Maybe some suspensions. I'm not sure. Carter may have to sit out the first half against Georgia since he was ejected. Actually might be the whole game because since it was after halftime, they consider it to be the second half. Anyways, if you're not one of those fans, and obviously what I'm saying doesn't pertain to you, but I'm just saying Florida's got one of the most finicky fan bases there is in college football. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. If Dan Mullen and his players didn't defend Kyle Trask on that play, then you should be worried. Then you should be talking. That would be a huge concern. Second of all, that's what you can expect. If you refer to the Urban Meyer era, when we started recruiting and getting some of the best players in America, that's what you expect from those guys. You're not going to get guys that are top of their academic class and at the same time the best athletes in the country and at the same time the most well-behaved players there are. That just doesn't happen. Urban Meyer recruited great, and that comes with the territory. You're going to get players that maybe have short temper, or you're going to get players that aren't quite, they're on the edge of a 2.0 grade point average and eligibility to play. That just comes with the territory. If you want a team that are made up of Saints, then why don't you go follow BYU? That would be the more appropriate for you. That should be your school. Go follow the BYU team. They're a group of Mormons, and they're not even allowed to have sex. This shit's just ridiculous. Y'all Gator fans are nuts. Also, this just came in. They find their suspensions did come out. Antoine Powell and Carter they're forced to miss the first half and the first half only of the Georgia game. And Dan Mullen was fined $25,000. So that's the scoop on that. Missouri also had 3 players suspended for their Georgia game the following week for the first half. My question is, how come Jeffcoat didn't get a suspension? He was not one of the players named. He was the player that took a blatant late hit on Kyle Trask and targeting call, in my opinion. He should be ejected for a full game because he hasn't served a half suspension already. It's amazing to me they didn't give him anything. He just walks away scot-free. It wasn't your average late hit. It was a blatant late hit, arguably meant to take Kyle Trask out of the game. That's just my opinion. That's arguable. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, I guess, and Lord knows y'all Gator fans got them. But anyways, and also, what about that stupid-ass coach in the yellow long-sleeve shirt in the game that was, he looked to me as if he was promoting the fight and egging players on. He should be suspended and also fined. That didn't happen. to each his own. Oh well, whatever. It's over. We're moving on. We're going to beat Georgia without Carter for the first half. Georgia's banged up, so we cover that in my last video. I did an exclusive interview with my Georgia insider friend, so check that out on the channel. And go Gators, let's beat the Dogs.
If you liked today's video, please remember to hit the like button down below, share, and subscribe for all the latest Gator news all year long. From recruiting to matchup previews, post-game highlights, and much more.